Oh
It's
yeah.
like hosting a live show allows me to meet brilliant people. And
Yeah.
I love that. But
No, I was
I'm
gonna
not,
say I love what Jimmy just said. There's just so much, and yeah, Elle was just saying it. This is the thing. I People don't do a lot of it on in the balancing. I think number one, live streaming I think is a cheat code because it can allow you to repurpose it so many different ways. When you do live streaming and you have long form, you can chop it up to be short form. You can do audio experiences, clips, all of these things. I just think live streaming, along with live streaming and everything, like Jimmy was just saying, I think people just overthink it. I just think people are looking at all this stuff. They're like, I've got to be perfect at this. I've got to learn this. I've got to take this course. Just get out of your own head and just start doing it. Write it down and just do it. And I think when you're live streaming, if you can find a comfy chair, you feel comfortable, you talk about something that you love, just click record. You can sift all this stuff out later. You can do transcriptions to it later. You can put it on a website later. You can do all these things. But if people decided to start this and during the pandemic, it's already 2 years in. Like, think about if you just started doing it 2 years ago or 5 years ago, whatever, you would have had all of that stuff that you could have been putting out on your blog and all of that stuff that you could have been an authority. You would have had so much more data online and have that for your brand. I think experimenting or figuring out how to be discovered or be famous or do whatever, I think it's consistency, it's having passion. And then when the right timing happens, then it's all these things coming together. And then if people want to call it luck or whatever, it's just timing and prep. And I know someone said it somewhere. I don't know who said it, but I really think that's what it is. And if you can do that, your niche does not have to be large. You don't have to be the next, pop culture sensation. You can make a really good living understanding your audience and finding just a few hundred people to really impact their life. So I think if people can focus on making people happy, figuring out how to just be a wonderful human being and solve a problem, and then rinse and repeat it, it will help you to have the authority that you're looking at and at least have a foundational component of your brand that you can build any product or service later. And you said, Erica, where it's hosting a show, live streaming, exactly right. It's like you being on a late night television show, you having this authority, you running the show that gives you the authority, it gives you the connections to all the guests, and now you can move. Look, you're doing stuff with one Streamlab. You're doing all this stuff because now you're already showing that you're doing this, and now other brands are seeing that you have something can contribute. They see the value, and now you can get those brand deals. You can have multiple streams of income. You can start building the brand that you want. So, yeah, yeah, that's what I would